The headquarters of the Pike County Public Library System is located in the heart of the historic district in Milford, the county seat, an important gateway for commuters, commerce, and tourism. This library headquarters, its branches and related facilities, serve a population of close to 60,000 in the fastest growing county in Pennsylvania. The library has occupied the 190-year-old Greek Revival structure, a former ancestral Pinchot family residence, for over 100 years. The building is currently owned by the Milford Community House Association. While the library headquarters building is only about 2,500 square feet, it handles the majority, or about 60% of the system's 60,000 patron visits per year. The Dingman's branch, owned by the library, was built in 2002 as a regional branch. It is appropriately sized at 5,000 square feet and accommodates about 30% of the current system's volume, serving patrons largely from Dingman's and Delaware Townships and the Hemlock Farms area. The Lackawaxen branch, located in a rented facility, provides the bulk of the library system's book storage and handles only 5% of patron volume, largely due to its size and budget-restricted hours. The remainder of the library system's countywide locations are divided between drop boxes in Matamoras, Lehman, and soon Blooming Grove. There is a pilot library by mail program under evaluation in the Palmyra area. The library's long-term plan calls for 2 new branches within 5 years, one in Lehman Township to serve the southern part of the county, and one in the Blooming Grove area to serve the western part of the county. Since the year 2000, Pike County's population has increased 50%, while utilization of the library system has increased about 100%. Our county's government's financial support of the library system has remained fixed. Local government support of the Pike County Library System is well below the state average. In fact, Pike County ranks 40th out of 66 counties in Pennsylvania in terms of total local government support for the library. The Pike County Public Library System receives about $4.32 per capita in local government support. The state average is $15.70. Due to budget and space considerations, the library has had to postpone some of its most needed outreach, programming, and materials acquisitions. This is particularly difficult when demand for services is rapidly growing. On a square footage basis, the conventional rule of thumb for library facility space is about 1 square foot per person, which would equate to about 60,000 square feet of library space for Pike County. Currently, the entire Pike County Library System has only 9,600 square feet, or about 85% short of this standard. The library system staff, based in the current headquarters building, operates in a grossly undersized and inadequate facility, yet are responsible for providing all administrative services countywide, as well as general library services to the local Milford community. The current headquarters in Milford has only 8 seats for adults and 12 seats for children, numbers well under the standard for the population served. There are only 3 public computers for adults and only 1 for children. There should be at least 12 and 4 public PCs respectively. The adult area on the first floor also houses a printer, copier, and an old table with 6 chairs, which serves as the reading and the work area. The only designated area for teens, who make up a sizable portion of the patrons, is a tiny hallway with a window side table and a couple of chairs. Shelving covers all available floors, wall space, and many windows. The shelves are filled to capacity from floor to ceiling, which in itself limits access from many patrons. The resulting narrow aisles and high shelving limit access by the handicapped, as does the absence of an elevator. The library system's administrative staff is confined to a single room of only 505 square feet for 6 people. The library director, secretary, 3 library assistants, and the technology director. There is no dedicated space for volunteers or for the friends of the library. Some book processing is actually handled in the public conference room at the Dingman's branch due to lack of administrative space at the headquarters. There are no dedicated receiving, sorting, or shipping areas. The headquarters basement provides limited damp and unsatisfactory temporary storage. There are no workrooms. Data processing, an area of great importance, is crammed into the administrative office and is poorly served electrically. There are no conference, study, or small meeting rooms, which means there is little or no space for patrons to study, collaborate, or work on projects. There is no space for literacy classes. The circulation desk, wedged into a corner, requires staff to crawl past each other to reach patrons. The electrical system is inadequate, and the lighting is substandard by most measures. The patron restroom is a single unisex lavatory on the first floor. There is no janitorial sink. Since there is no central air conditioning system, this requires dependence on window units with their inherent energy and cooling inefficiencies. While the community house building was probably more than adequate for Pike County's needs when it began serving as a local library more than 100 years ago, today's population and information trends beg for library services to be disseminated county-wide. A modern, properly sized headquarters is essential to the improvement and administration of an expanding system. The quality of the free services being offered by the Pike County Library is a testament to the excellence and the remarkable perseverance of its staff. Despite adverse working and service conditions, with cramped and inefficient spaces, they continue to offer exceptional service. The Library Board understands that in order to properly serve Pike County's dispersed population, a system of regional facilities administered through a properly sized and equipped headquarters is the most cost-efficient and effective course. The centralization of book storage, receiving, sorting and handling, program development, training, volunteer coordination, and financial and technology management is essential to better focus on helping Pike County meet the challenges of the information age. The new headquarters, to be built on the library's newly acquired site overlooking Salkill Creek, just feet from the current headquarters and largely funded by private gifts and grants of over $4 million to date, is the critical first step to broaden county reach. About 1/4 of the 16,500 square feet of this modern space will be devoted to countywide system administration, and the remaining 3/4 will provide local library services for the Milford area. The next major steps in the library's plan calls for the opening of a new branch in Lehman Township in 2012 or 2013, followed in about a year by a facility in the Blooming Grove area. Having a vibrant community library is such an important and essential part of the American experience that it would be hard to imagine living in a community without one. The Pike County Public Library needs your support in its efforts to meet our community's needs. Our new headquarters is the first key step in improving our system for everyone countywide.